Alrighty, so welcome everyone to our joint health and balance. Alright. So I'm feeling a bit tight right now, so you okay with starting off with stretching? We'll start off with that, and then as we warm up, we'll kind of finish the class with the balance work. Okay, that's a little bit more active. So wake up. And let's go ahead and start just with our neck stretches. Actually, our jaw. We haven't worked on our jaw in a bit. So let's open our jaw as wide as we can. Open wide. Keep that mouth open. Trim your head up. And then once you then close your jaw, bring your chin to your nose. You should feel a nice long stretch going through. So 8 of those. In our jaw stretch right now. Make sure. Very good. All right. So about 8 of those. That's it. Inhale through our nose for about 3 seconds and exhale through your mouth. The little windpipe that we're going to make and get your core real tight. So we'll do about 8 of those. So inhale for 3 seconds. Exhale. That core tight. Do 2 more. Last one. All right. Very good. All right. Let's just palpate, just gentle from our earlobes down our jawline to our chin. Soft touches. Thank you again for being polite yesterday and not talking about food. Now that's all we want to talk about. All right, dude. I'm a little bummed Terry wasn't there because I feel like she would have just giggled the whole class time yesterday. All right, let's go from our end of our eyes down to the end of our lips. Very good. All right, we'll start with our neck stretches. All right, so we're going left to right. Keep going. Okay, up and down. to some neck circles. Switch. All right, let's go ahead and then just bring our sit on our left hand, bring that right hand over your left ear, and allow to drop. All right, let's switch. All right, and then let's go forward. So let's bring our back here, elbow down. And let's go ahead and do snow angels. So again, snow angels here. Right now, shoulder press right here. If you go to the clubs, this is what you'll see everyone when they say raise the roof is on fire. This is what they mean. I don't know. I think that was something like 20 years ago when people used to go, whoop, whoop. So yeah, just drop your elbows as low as you can. Right. Right, let's go ahead and then kind of I don't know what we call these, just elbow openers. Let's bring the elbows up. All right, let's rest those arms and shoulders a little bit. I'm just gonna work on the torso a little bit. So grabbing the backrest of my chair, just going slight hold, 25 to 30 seconds. Switch, switch directions. Let's hold it for another 20 seconds. Alrighty. All right, tricep press downs. Now we're here. Press down. Extending the elbows as we're pushing downwards. And then turn your palms inwards. So now we're actually working on the biceps instead of the triceps. Just lengthening them. All right, palms to opposite chest. All right, so door openers with their elbow at our side now. So again, get a little bit more range of motion, as far out as you can. We'll switch after about 8 or 10. Very good. All right, just gonna work on our forearms now. So allow your forearm or your wrist to go past your knee. We're just gonna push down on it gently, finding a little bit of lengthening on the forearm here. And we'll switch sides. The chance. Let's press down. All right, let's on that right hand, let's bring each finger to the center of our hand, lengthening those joints and tendons. Okay, let's separate our fingers as far as wide as you can. Just open up. All right, and then let's make a fist. All right, we're gonna switch hands. Okay, I'm just trying to drink my coffee here on the side. Got a little drink. Okay, so again, each finger at a time. All right, now separate your fingers away from each other. And then let's just make a fist and open. See, I don't know if I mentioned Dutch Bros Coffee. I think some of you have been there. There's a new location in Fountain Valley, but you really don't see those often anywhere. But they're usually up north, Oregon, Washington. Um, but anyways, I only bring it up because they have this protein coffee drink that's like $8 and it has about 30 grams of protein. And I just made myself one for about 50 cents. So maybe cheaper. I'm kind of excited about that. The worst part of the Dutch Bros is that there's always like a 40-minute line to get coffee there. So it's I don't know if it's worth it. It's definitely not worth it because I don't go and sit there for 40 minutes. My wife will do it if she's really craving it. But yeah, I just figured I looked up the ingredients and it's just whey protein, which is like one of the cheapest proteins out there. So I'm like, I see her making a ice blended coffee every morning. I was like, hey, like, what flavor is that? She's like, chocolate. I'm like, oh, what if I use my chocolate protein? And sure enough, that tastes the same. I don't have to wait 40 minutes. Um, I made it myself this morning, so I'm pretty proud. It's not rocket science. It's only ice, milk, coffee, and protein. So I don't know why I wasn't making it before. But they do have a salted caramel crunch protein that tastes a little bit better, but probably has more sugar than what I need. Very good. Let's go piriformis stretch. Well, how's everyone doing? No one's shy. I guess people are shy or tired on Tuesdays. No one's talking. Push down, push down on that knee. And so I might have my last try competition of the season this Friday. Fortunately, I don't know if I mentioned last week on Wednesday, but my top runner ran the 10K without socks and had a huge blister. Let's bring that knee up. Couldn't run 2 days afterwards, and when he raced on Saturday, he kind of ran. You know, I guess he ran okay, but we needed like a great race from him to qualify, and he didn't qualify, so he's pretty bummed out. And I think he's more upset that another teammate made it in a different event that misses often and isn't as hardworking as he is. So so he's a little bit bitter about that. So that's how it goes sometimes. Yeah. We have um a race this Friday at Cerritos College. Switch. Just push down on that knee. Bring that knee up. Tug it. Right, let's go ahead and just sit closer to the edge of the chair. Bring your leg out. Torso's upright. Bring that knee out. Just kind of push out with it. And just I'm laughing because I got a text message. Um, right now I'm trying to figure out there's a, as if you haven't noticed already, a lot of last minute schedule changes happen in my schedule with the local college. They asked me to substitute, but sometimes when they ask me to substitute last minute, it interferes with my personal training client schedule. So, I hate to cancel on clients, so I see if they could move their schedule around or if it works out. If not, then, I missed out. But so today, this this evening, I had a workout scheduled at 5:15 with one of my clients who's great. She's also my dentist. And let's go ahead and recline back and let's extend. And anyway, so had her workout today at 5:15. And then this morning, a professor that has asked me recently to sub often reached out to me and asked if I could sub a class from 4 to 6 p.m. And I'm like, shoot, like I already have this appointment. So I know my client, she has a track near her office, and we're gonna work out at that track today or tonight after work. But she's told me that sometimes she goes on walks at the track during her lunch break. So I asked her, I'm like, hey, like, you don't have to, but if you're able to, can we work out a little bit later or during your lunch break if you like? If not, then don't worry, we could keep our original time. So she said, let's go ahead and do some leg presses. She said, yeah, she could do the lunch hour break. So and so she told me that, so I'm confirming with the professor, hey, I could sub your class now. Um, my schedule opened up a little bit. So I meant to text my client, hey, really appreciate you. Um, what do you want for lunch? I'll treat you. But I actually sent that text message to the professor right now. And I'm looking at my text, and the professor's like, oh, no worries. I'm actually on my way to Washington. There's gonna be more subbing opportunities, just a heads up. So I gotta resend that text to my client right now. Um, right. But it's okay. So now the professor thinks I'm very, I guess, very pleased, and now I just need to, yeah. And I've asked the professor though. I'm like, hey, can you give me like a week's notice for a subbing opportunity? Let's do a leg press. Because yeah, I hate kind of rescheduling so last minute. And it's happened to me before where I went to my clients, the same client. I went to her house. We had scheduled a workout at 5:30 p.m. one evening. I got there at 5:30. Sometimes she runs a little late. Let's do our heel raises. Sometimes she gets there a little late. So I waited till 5:45 and I was like, "Hey, I'm here. Let me know when you're around the corner or something." And she's like, "Oh shoot, I totally forgot. I'm not even in the area right now." So yeah, I mean it happens, but I just want to communicate a lot sooner than, a few hours before a workout. So heel raises, let's do about 20 of those. So let me just resend that text message to my client. Hopefully she doesn't pick an expensive restaurant. Hopefully it's chicken maison. All right, and then let's do our toe raises. We're almost done here on the chairs. Toe raises. All right, let's do our ABCs.
Julio, you mentioned protein powder earlier.
Yes.
If whey protein is like, I guess kind of basic, then what would be a good protein powder if you want to start incorporating that into your food or a shake or
Uh, so whey protein, it's pretty much extracted from milk, so from dairy. So if you're lactose intolerant, I'd kind of just be a little bit cautious with whey. I'm not sure if you are, but it is one of the cheaper ones. And as far as what I put it in, I mean, it's usually, if I'm just drinking it, it's just with ice and water. You could do ice and milk, like a shake. Like I said, this just blended in here. I know a lot of my lady clients, they like using collagen peptide protein. So that one, you could find it's usually like this blue label. I forget the brand, but they yeah, collagen focuses on their hair and their nails too. So I know my clients love that brand. Um, and yeah, and I think that one is flavorless, so you could just mix that with water and you really can't taste anything. Let's go ahead and grab a golf ball or a tennis ball and let's roll out our arches. But yeah, outside of, I would put my my there's some proteins that are a lot finer than others. Like this cheaper brand that I find at Costco, I think it's called Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard. That one you could buy a huge bags. We're just rolling out our arches right now. It's more for like drinks, and I've had another brand that I think the powder's just finer, and I actually use the other brand for overnight oats, which tastes great, gives the oats a not so boring flavor. I sometimes mix it with Greek yogurt, just anything that could mix well. I know some people will make um, what do you call it? Would make some baked goods out of it or use it as an ingredient. But I mainly use it for drinks, yogurt, or overnight oats when I use it. If not, then I have a little blender cup and I just shake it up in there, and that's how I drink my protein. So let's go ahead and push down. Very good. And just keep rolling. And you just gotta be aware. I mean, if you're eating, I don't think like if someone's goal, like my goal is to gain some muscle mass, then I need to go out of my way, out of my regular meals to get more protein. We're gonna switch. But if you're just trying to maintain weight, then I don't think you have to be super concerned as far as like adding a whole ton of weight into your diet if your weight is kind of plateaued already, but sometimes there's little bumps or hiccups, then you could just maybe get a protein powder or you could go ahead and get a Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt does that for me. So I try, and to be honest, I try not to depend on whey supplements or on protein powders too much to get my protein. I want to get it from natural foods. So, but I will do, let's go ahead and push down. But yeah, but it's to get I usually eat 190 grams a day of protein, which is a lot. Um, I think, I have some of my clients eat between, yeah, most of my female clients, they're eating between 100 to about 120 grams of protein. Um, and I mean, you could just look at the nutritional facts label to see the numbers there. But like a Greek yogurt could have anywhere between 8 to 15 grams of protein. It's rolled out. And then, the protein powder scoop might have 20 grams, so it's an easy way to get it. But I had a client that we actually just, I guess, cut ties recently. Um, if she was getting 100 grams of protein, sometimes she would get 75 grams of protein just from protein powder. And I try to keep telling her, don't do that, just you wanna get actual natural foods like from egg whites or yogurts and other things. So let's go ahead and let's go on the floor and let's get our yoga mats. Yeah, and if you're trying to lose weight, I'm not sure if that's your goal also, but if you're trying to like lose weight or I would say also watch your sugar because that's sometimes people are watching their fat all the time or looking for low fat foods, but if you're eating a lot of sugar, sugar is going to be the first thing you burn off when you exercise. It's not going to be the fat. So just want to make sure that you know, because you don't want to dismiss fats if you're consuming a lot of sugar already. All right, so we're gonna do some knee drops. So we might do more stretching today than actual balance. So just a heads up. So knee drops. So we're here off to the side. And then we're just gonna drop our knees left to right. Our arms are at our sides. All right, let's bring our knees up. Let's drop them now here. Okay. And then from here, let's go ahead and just do our hamstring stretch. So lay on our side. Sorry, off the camera here, and then reach forward. Drop that leg. So I'm here, just bring my leg all the way forward, and dropping it, and just holding it there. Let's go as far back as we can, and drop All right, very good. Let's switch sides. Over here, all the way forward. All the way back. Drop. All right, since we're here, let's go ahead and go with book openers. We're here, stack, further back, stack your hands on your side, follow your hand back. And do 8 on each side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, very good. Head to the 8 sides. Good. All right. The next one, we're just gonna be belly down, just on our elbows. Stretch our back a little bit here. Stretch. All right, hands at your side. Push up. Just breathe comfortably. All right, bring your glutes to your heels. Just scoot over here. And reset, and then let's bring your right arm under and reach. Right here, and then just bring it under. Switch. Go ahead. You're gonna be here. And then just bring our leg off to the side and lean forward. Nice stretch right there. Straight. Right, torso upright. Turn your torso towards your leg and then lean towards it. Right, then switch. Reach out, forward. Nice. Okay, let's turn our torso towards it. All right, very good. All right, we're just gonna finish off with the Romberg and tandem stance. Nothing too crazy as far as balance stretches. So here, so again, we're just gonna stand and feet together. Not much going on here, but and just being aware if there's any wobbling, just keep that in mind. That's right. It's getting warm. Let's look left to right. Up and down. Let's close our eyes. We're gonna do standing Jane Fonda's here, so and just here, just take this out to the side. We'll do about 8 of these. Just keep your torso upright. Ain't too much. Switch. Alright, we're gonna strengthen our calves a little bit by doing some heel to toe rocks. So heels, toes. Let's do some slow high knee marches. So just slow, knee as high as you can, down. Once we've done that, right foot in front of our left. right from our last. Okay, let's look left to right. Keep it going. Left to right. All right, up and down. Close your eyes.
All right, Julio, why is this one so hard?
Yeah.
I'm wobbling all over the place.
Open your eyes. All right, and relax. All right, let's go left foot in front of our right. Okay, to our right. All right, left to right. Up and down. All right, close your eyes. Again, it might feel a little challenging. Typically don't sound like this often, so especially with their eyes closed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alrighty. All right, folks, that should do it for today. Doing all right. Thanks again for accommodating my craziness of a schedule, but promise I think what's going on is some of these professors that I'm subbing for, I think they're just over the term and they just want to go on their vacations already. So yeah, lucky for me, right? So but anyways, any questions before we head out?
No, thank you. Bye.
All right, folks. See you guys
You didn't
next
forget-
Thanks,
Monday.
Julio.
Thanks, Julio.
You didn't forget about adding me.
No, so I actually had a meeting yesterday with the our whole department, and I think we're gonna wait maybe like another week because there's some other classes that they're I guess reinstating for their summer classes is a little bit different. So they kind of just told us to wait a little bit more, but yeah, we'll be doing that. And yeah, so if you don't see that you've been added to any classes yet, don't worry, I haven't done it. It's probably gonna be until sometime next week. So, all
Okay, thank you.
All right, take care.
See you
Thanks,
next
Julio.
Monday.
All right,
you.
ladies, take
Bye.
care. Have a good day. Bye, Cherise. Bye, Carmen.
You, bye.
Bye, Elsa. Bye, Sarah.